seed bed is nicely raked, very fine, and we'll make a shallow drill here. I prefer this draw hoe or onion hoe. Short jerky movements like that. And then we'll tidy them up a little bit by hand. That's perfect. So that's about 2 centimeters deep. It's probably deeper than what you'd instinctively do, isn't it?
Yeah.
But the reason really is that soil falls back again. I've seen many people making a little indentation like that and sowing their carrots in it. That's not really deep enough.
Yeah.
And that top surface will dry out so quickly and they might die.
Let's start putting some in now. What time of year are we going to sow them?
Yeah, the very best time if you want to avoid the carrot root fly would be on the 31st of May or the 1st of June.
Okay.
That way you avoid the carrot root fly, the first generation of them. If you sow them in late May or early June, they'll only germinate on the 14th of June, 14 days later. And then that way you can avoid the first generation of the root fly.
Okay.
And you still get a fantastic yield. You take a few in your palm and grab a few in your finger. Slow motion back, rubbing across here, releasing one by one. So you just go like this.
So that's what, about 2 centimeters?
Yeah. But the more accurate you are, the less you have to thin. So you go through diagonally. It's a long swoop across and that brings the lumps out.
So the idea is that we don't drop a lump of clay on top
of a little seedling because it wouldn't germinate. So once you've done that, you can tap it in a little bit to see it's a nice contact with the soil. That's the bionet cloche, and if you sow them before the 31st of May, you absolutely have to protect your crop with the material like that. Do you know, I would even go as far as burying the sides in a little bit, Andrew, just to make sure, really.
Nobody's sneaking in underneath.
Yeah.
After sowing the carrots, they've coming up pretty well in the required spacings. What work do we need to do?
Generally, I think they're very well patched. And do you know why I'm so hesitant of thinning them or do anything with carrots?
Right.
So you attract the root fly.
Okay.
So any smell of that. If you go around thinning your carrots now,
yeah,
they'll come from miles and find them and attack them. So I'd be quite happy just to leave them because I think the spacing is perfect. So you know, I could thin an odd one, but I wouldn't risk it.
If you are thinning a carrot, are we breaking off the foliage? Are we pulling up the carrot?
You'd pull them out, and the important bit is to remove them, to take them in a bucket and put them into the compost container,
Get rid of them.
Away from the garden. The worst would be to leave them here. And the other important bit is to thin the whole bed today, do the whole lot together. Invite your friends, your children and your wife all together and weed it as quickly as possible.
Yeah.
Ideally a windy day where the wind is taking the smell away.
Seem to have avoided the dreaded root fly so far.
It really looks it. I mean, I had the cloche over it. Yeah, the signs are quite obvious. It's the purpling leaves. If the lower leaves turn purple, then you have the root fly. Will we pull? Oh, that's lovely.
Oh, it looks lovely, yeah.
Beautiful. And see, I like that it's a right balance between top and root.
Okay. And during the season then, do we feed our carrots?
Oh, not at all. Not at all. Keep them poor because you want the roots to find the nutrients. You want the roots to grow down, to work and grow.
So you're eating a good mouthful of soil as well?
Oh, it's very good for you. Apparently it has all those happy hormones in it.
The soil does?
And you notice they grow fairly straight, and that's due to my peat soil. There's no obstacles really. And I didn't add fresh manure or any manure to it, so that they don't fork, they grow straight down. They'll be giggling all afternoon.
Because
serotonin, isn't it? Serotonin.
I feel better already.
I do too.